Assalamu alaikum. Further, we will discuss about this topic. What are the audience attitude towards the writer? Your reputation and rapport with your audience is important in the business environment. If you maintain a professional reputation and a good rapport with your audience, the chances are in your favor for your document to be better received. Also, how do they feel toward you? Friendly, hostile, indifferent? What prior knowledge or information does the audience possesses about the topic? If the audience doesn't possess any knowledge or information about the specific topic, then you should consider including some background information or summary of the topic so audience can have a better understanding of the topic and your goals for writing. Remember, if your audience does possess knowledge about your topic, be careful not to overindulge with the office. If the audience is hearing something for the first time, more background will be needed, etc. How will the reader need and want to utilize your document? It is important to know how the reader will receive your document, whether it is an email and attached a document file, faxed, or if the reader intends to receive a hard copy of your document. A printed copy of your document may be required for filing purposes, though in today's highly technological society, paper trails are becoming somewhat absolute. How it is to be presented: email, snail, mail, faxed, hand delivered. Who will be reading your document? Usually you will know the address of your document, especially if is someone inside your organization. However, if you do not know the recipient, dear sir or madam is acceptable. Tip: to know who will be reading your document helps in establishing the tone of the document. Sometimes you will not actually know the person you are writing to. Make sure you are being polite and gracious in your introduction. Will the address of your document pass it on to someone else in the organization? Remember to send your document to the appropriate person within your organization. Following the organization's chain of command will save the company valuable time and resources. Always remember to include appropriate titles and correct contact information. Assume that the document will be passed to others and therefore be very careful about anything put in the documents. If you are going to mention others in any negative way, ensure that they are aware of it or be prepared of the backlash. Will your document go outside the organization? If you think there is a chance your document will be sent to someone outside of the organization, again to be sure to utilize appropriate titles, names, and correct contact information. If a document will be potentially go outside the organization, never put any potential compromising information in the report. It can be so easily misinterpreted. Will all your readers comprehend the specific details, technical terms, and any possible abbreviations used? Be careful not to overindulge your document with too many technical terms or abbreviations your reader may not understand. If abbreviations are used, consider spelling the word out completely when the first introducing the term. Don't blind them with technical terms unless it is absolutely necessary. Try not to use acronyms. 4 steps to effective messages. What do I want to communicate? What key points do I want the listeners to remember? What do I expect them to do with the message? What do I expect them to pass on to others? Who are the people receiving the messages? The words, examples, how, and when you send the messages should be determined largely by your intended audience. You have to send a message the audience members will understand. Understanding your audience is imperative. The audience, of course, is the person or persons that the report is being directed to, although it may go further. You need only focus on the ones it is written for. Why should they listen? What address their needs and will help them solve their problems. If you want to get your message across you have to demonstrate that your message is relevant to your audience. Ask yourself, how can I present my message in a way that relates to a problem, need, or concern they have? Use only words, phrase, and illustrations you are sure will be understood. Constantly ask yourself, how can I simplify this point and make it more direct. If the content of your message is technical, ask yourself, how can I present the same information as a non in a non-technical way? Writing business document is not about impressing people with big technical or fancy words. It is about getting your point across in a clear, crisp, and precise manner.